My name is Jessie Ace. I'm part of a group of ENabled Warriors that you've probably never heard of. We're fighting back against our invisible illness and taking the dis out of disability. We don't give sympathy to our symptoms. They enable us to be the warrior that we are. If you ask doctors and nurses, they'd say what we're doing is impossible. But pushing the limits of our conditions is something that we have to break through every single day. See, we push the limits. We are mentally strong, and we can do anything. The question is, how far can we push those limits? This podcast will give you the answers. I'm Jessie Ace, and this is the Disabled to Enabled podcast. Enabled Warriors, we are back with another episode special episode for COVID-19. Here are you feeling the same way that I am right now, where it's like, okay, stop this ride, I want to get off because I've had enough. I think most people kind of are in the whole country, yes. But we are here with Lori today. Lori's episode comes out in a few weeks' time, so you'll get to meet Lori early. Let's find out how things are where she is right now. Hey, Lori.
Hello.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm doing as well as can be.
About the same as me. Whereabouts are you right now?
I am in York, Pennsylvania.
Nice.
Near Baltimore, Philadelphia, kind of in the middle.
Awesome. I'm terrible with geography, so like whenever I ask anybody that, I'm like, oh, okay, cool, yeah. Got no idea. So how are things where you are right now? What's going on?
It's starting to lighten up a little bit, but I mean, we still have I don't know that we have the stay at home, but we still have the masks and stuff like that. They're talking about opening it up a little bit, going into yellow zones and red zones. And I don't really understand the whole zoning thing.
Oh, wow.
But we've all had enough.
Yeah.
It's been a challenge, but you have to just do what you got to do. I mean, as a person with, like we said, with chronic illnesses, it's kind of like, it's just another bump in the road, I guess, but.
Yeah, it's weird being isolated for when you're not actually like having a flare.
Exactly. And being isolated with other people who aren't used to it. I mean,
yes. Yeah. So how's your family doing right now? Because you're all kind of all at home for the time.
Yes, we are lots of togetherness. We've designated zones for ourselves. My son has the basement, my husband has the office, and I have the sunroom. I've been doing exercise. I was doing exercise classes 3 times a week with my peeps out of my house via Zoom. My son came home to finish his semester via Zoom, and my husband's working remotely from home, but they're not using Zoom. He just does conference calls. So it's been an interesting experience, and you can find a little story about it in my blog about me being the queen of my castle and my king and my knight are home. So, but I think it's been really a challenge for a lot of kids that were pulled out of their routine, like not being able to finish school, not being able to graduate, not be able to. My son was working on a showcase for freshmen, and they were all working on it, and all of a sudden they're not getting to do that. And it's just, I think it's been devastating for that generation or that group of kids.
Totally. And they've also kind of all had to migrate back home, where their sort of independence has been taken away of an aspect of it. It must be.
And I'm an empty nester. I was kind of, and it's all of a sudden don't get me wrong, I love having back in the nest, but it's an adjustment for everybody.
Totally, yeah.
And especially them, you're right, because they're not used to, like, what time are you going to bed? And doing what they want to do, but it's just different. It's different for everybody. It's different if you have kids that aren't under your wing. You think you can protect them when they're under your wing, but when they're out in the world doing what they got to do, you just got to hope they're safe and pray that they're safe.
Totally. And you were saying that the like end of year kind of dance and stuff, that's all kind of been stopped, and things like exams and things for a lot of students have been put off, and oh man, it's mental.
It's a whole new world, that's for sure. Like, that's something that we're not used to, but you got to do what you got to do, I guess.
Totally. So what are your kind of best ways to cope with everything right now?
Well, I have a punching bag in my basement.
Oh, that helps. I love that.
Yeah. And we also have the boxing mitts where I put them on, and then I kind of let them hit me. So it's
Okay.
kind of been fun. Both my husband and my son have done it at least once, where I leave with my hands going, oh, that was probably not the best idea I've ever had, but they feel better because I'm like, taunting them while they're hitting me. But I've cooked a lot more than I have in the past. I feel like I have to cook every day because I'm here, which has been that's been an interesting ride, because I'm not Betty Crocker by any stretch of the imagination. But we're here. What else are we gonna do? I made homemade pasta twice.
Oh wow, that's really good.
Yeah, tried it because my mom's Italian, and I've always watched her do it, and I've helped her do it, but I've never had to do it on my own. So I'm like, okay, quarantine, we're gonna do this. So we did, and my son helped me, but it came out pretty well. I think we passed the test.
Nice.
My mom gave me the thumbs up.
What's your favorite kind of pasta?
We made homemade raviolis.
Ooh, raviolis are good.
It was interesting, but they came out pretty good.
Nice.
For my mom to say that they were tasty, it was an accomplishment. She's a tough critic, but she gave me the thumbs up. So
you got approval. That is wicked.
I got approval. We ate them on Easter.
Oh, nice. And that's the weird thing as well. We've had things like Easter go and like birthdays as well. Have you had any birthdays?
I have not had any birthdays. My nephew had his 21st birthday, which is so they kind of drove around and like ran and got to-goes or something. I don't know what they did, but that would be awful. But no, I have not had any birthdays. Mine are November, so hopefully, July and November. So the July might be. So we'll see. Hopefully it's getting better. I think it's getting better.
Yeah, I think so. It's hard to know, isn't it? It's hard. I mean, like, we don't watch the news or listen to the news on the radio or anything like that. We don't have a TV, so it's like we rely on our friend called Matt, who rings us up if we need to know anything. Other than that, we have no idea what's going on. It's the best way to live.
Maybe it's a good thing, because I think this whole you get inundated with information over and over and over and over. It's like, enough already. Just tell me when I can go outside.
Yeah. Well, when I see people like running out of the houses over the road, I'll be like, oh, okay, it must be over. Let's go out and have a look.
Yeah. Yep.
Super weird. Yeah.
It's been interesting. That's probably been one of the weirdest things I've ever done, is walk around with a mask everywhere I go.
So that's not compulsory in England, so we've not really done that much.
Yeah, so we have to do that now. Like, we can't go in anywhere. Like the places that are open you're required to put one on now.
Wow, that is weird.
And I don't know about you, but I get claustrophobic, so I'm under that mask going, okay, I'm having a panic attack. Don't worry about the virus. Worry about me having a panic attack right in the middle of your store.
That's it, isn't it? It's like when we've gone to supermarkets and things, I've put my scarf around my face, so it's a kind of mask. I hate that. It's just horrible.
It is. It's horrible. You're like, so
I can't breathe in my scarf. But yeah, it's weird. Things are weird, but you know what? It will get better, won't it?
It will. And just, I'm just kind of like, just be kind to people, because you don't know what someone's going through. There, you could be that. You could pull up next to the kid who's just worked 12-hour shift at a hospital or something. You don't really know that he's not on his way home and not on his way to work. But, and if you can't say something kind, just be quiet.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I feel. Because you just don't know what everybody's struggling with, because this is a new world for everybody, and nobody's used to doing what we're doing.
No, definitely not. And you were saying that one of your sons works in the hospital as well. Yes,
he does. He's a hospitalist. And it's, as much as he's my oldest son, I still want to crawl through the what is it called? Zoom or whatever however we're talking, and give him a hug, because he's your kid and he's out there. And so it's just be kind to people, and be anybody who's out there. And this doesn't matter. Everybody's struggling with it.
Yeah, it is a weird thing. But anyways, good things are on the horizon, guys. It is not for forever. That's what we've got to realize. Like, in the grand scheme of things, in whole lifetime, it's only a very, very short amount of time. So it will go, and we will one day look back on it and go, oh, do you remember that time we couldn't leave our house? How weird was that? So
that's one thing we are doing as a family. I heard that we're doing like a time capsule.
Are you? Oh, that's awesome.
I said, I want you all to write a letter to me or whatever, to the family, of like how we're feeling or what's going on in your life. And we're going to seal it and put it away and read it another time.
I love that.
That was kind of a cool idea to share with people.
Corona Capsule. Love it.
There you go. I didn't think about calling it that.
Corona Capsule.
There you go.
Oh,
blog post in there somewhere.
There is a blog post, exactly. Awesome. It's been awesome talking to you, Lori. Thank you so much. And
thank you for having me.
Enabled Warriors, check out Lori's episode that's coming up in a few weeks' time. So thanks so much. See you later.
Thank you.
If you have a chronic illness, you'll know that symptoms can be so annoying. Whether you're trying to figure out what symptom is for what condition or trying to figure out what is triggering your symptoms, the Enabled Warrior Symptom Tracker can help. It's a book that I've developed alongside doctors and other patients, or as I like to say, warriors, to make it as easy as possible for you to track your symptoms, and it's easy for doctors to glance at and give you the best care possible. Take a look at the show notes right now to see where you can get yours. Warriors listening, if you've enjoyed this episode and you want to win $100, leave a review on Apple Podcasts and tell us what you liked best. We'll choose one review at random each month to win $100, and after you've left your review, remember, go and click that subscribe button. And remember, warriors, stay enabled. Are you ready to fight back against your chronic illness and go from being disabled to enabled? Do you want to be an enabled warrior, someone who's brave, strong, and confident, and someone who's ready to find a way to achieve awesome things despite a diagnosis? This is your invitation. Check out DISabledtoENabled.com for articles and reviews to find out how you can become enabled too. Subscribe to the podcast to always be in the know. If you think this podcast is better than sleeping in on a Sunday, tickle that subscribe or follow button wherever you're listening. And make sure to share this episode with someone who needs some inspiration. Want to ask your questions to future guests? Make sure to join our Enabled Warriors tribe on Facebook and look out for our question posts. Before we go, check out DISabledtoENabled on Instagram for posts that tell it like it is. And remember, warriors, stay enabled.